What's up, guys? Fortnite Festival is out now, and everybody wants to play with their, Guitar Hero guitars, Guitar Hero drums, Rock Band guitars. Official support sounds like it's coming in January, thanks to PDP saying that they're coming out with a guitar controller in January, so I assume that's going to go alongside the controller support update. But for the time being, I do have a way that you can use your Guitar Hero or Rock Band guitars and drum kits with PC. Now, a quick caveat is they do have to be able to connect to your PC. So I know with PlayStation ones, as long as they can connect with Bluetooth or connect through a USB dongle or wired, like this one's an Arduino guitar, so it's wired. I believe with the Wii ones, if it has a Wii remote in it, I believe you can connect the Wii remote through Bluetooth and get it to work this way as well. I've heard with the 360 ones, you might need one of those Xbox 360 to PC controller adapters. I haven't tested that though. I don't have any Xbox controllers. I only have PlayStation and Wii ones. But this is a way to get those to work with Fortnite Festival. So first thing you're going to want to do is head over to this website, joytokey.net. This is a software that's basically going to take your joystick is what it's saying, but your controller input and convert it to a keyboard input so that Fortnite can read it. So you'll head here to joytokey.net. I'll go ahead and put the URL in the description below. You'll go ahead and hit download. Ignore this is an ad. Go ahead and close this, and then you'll scroll down and you got three options. You can download it directly from their website or from Softpedia or from CNET. Any of these three works, so just go ahead and click on one of them. If you click on the one from them directly, it just goes ahead and downloads. These ones will take you to different sites first, but any of them works. You go ahead and open this up. It'll just kind of be your traditional installer, so you'll have to accept, go through this whole process, create a desktop shortcut if you want. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel because I actually already have it installed. So let me go ahead and just close this, and we'll alright, and we'll go ahead and get Joytokey opened up here. Here it is. And what you'll notice is when I press these keys on the guitar, we get lights up in joystick 2. Might be a different joystick on yours. But this will show up those keys. And this is where we're going to set up the key. So I went ahead and bound mine to just the default controls for Expert. So the green button is D, the red button is F, the yellow button is J, the blue button is K, and the orange button is L. Now these might be in different spots for you, like in the software itself. Just look for what lights up when you press it, and then go ahead and map it to those controls. Like mine, for instance, the first button is button 2, the second button is button 3, the third button is button 1, and then 4 is 4, and 5 is 5. That's how I went ahead and bound mine. And then I did one other thing. I took the strum bar and I bound it to space if I strum down. That's what you use to overdrive in Fortnite Festival. So that way you can press that and just get right into your overdrive. It's really easy when you're playing with one hand to just boop. So that's how I have that set up, and it's working pretty well for me. Now the one thing you'll notice is obviously me making the strum bar be overdrive. Strum bar does not currently work because it's set up to be played with the keyboard or a controller right now. This is a way to at least play with the buttons though. But yeah, so that's how you can go ahead and set these up with PC. You can do the same thing with the drums. So for instance, I have a PlayStation 3 drum kit for Rock Band 1, and I also have a Wii drum kit for Rock Band 1. Both of them just have a USB cable. So if I plug those into the PC, it pops up here as well. One thing to note as well though, if you have multiple controllers connected to your computer, sometimes it, for some reason, can interfere with them and make one of them not show up. So if you're not seeing input when you press the buttons on your controller, try unplugging or disconnecting any other controllers you have and then try again. Or for some reason, one time I had to restart it. So my computer, to clarify. So those are kind of some things you might run into. But then once you launch the game, just control it like a normal PC game. And then when you get into the actual game mode itself, then you can use these keys to play it. And same thing with drums. One thing I would recommend if you're playing drums is make the D key, so the first lane, what would be the green lane in Rock Band, make that be the bass pedal, because in most songs that is the bass pedal track, is that first lane. Now that's not the case for all songs, probably because it's currently meant to be played with a controller or with a keyboard, but most of them are that way. So most of them will work pretty seamless that way. The other thing with Rock Band drums is if you're playing a different, like a vocal track or something, like you want to play "I" by Kendrick Lamar and just like go crazy on the drums. Sustains obviously don't work on drums, so you'll hit those notes, but you just won't get any sustain points. But it's still fun anyway. And then as far as consoles go, I have found a way that should work. I haven't tested it, so don't quote me, but I don't see why it wouldn't work, because Fortnite has keyboard support on PlayStation, Xbox, and on Switch. And so if you have a guitar that has an Arduino, one of these, a custom guitar, or if you have like a Wii guitar that has an Arduino adapter in it and things like that, those you can actually get Sanjay's guitar configurator, which is right here. And if you don't know, just search Sanjay. I might put a link also in the description to that. But you'll go here, you plug obviously your controller into your PC. You'll select it in here in the found devices, hit continue. And then when you go to change device settings here, let me actually make this full screen, make it easier for you guys to see. If you go to change device settings, there's an option in here where you can change which input this is. And you can change it to keyboard. And then I do Guitar Hero Guitar, and then close. And then you should be able to go ahead and go in here, change the key binding, where again, the first line would be D, hit save key. And when you hit save key, then theoretically, after you hit right, after you map everything to what you want the binds to be, you can hit right. And theoretically, this actually should work with PC as well, if you wanted to just hard lock your guitar. And you can, save your preset of your Arduino from what you have it now. So when the support comes out, you can just flash it back. But theoretically, because it would be being read as a keyboard, you should be able to plug this into any of your consoles and play that way. So that's the only way I figured out that should work with consoles. Again, untested, because I've been playing on PC for the most part, or if I'm playing on my PlayStation, I've been playing with just the standard DualSense controller. But that should work, so that you can play with it, at least for the time being, if you do have an Arduino guitar. If not, if you don't have an Arduino, you don't have a PC, not too long to wait. Again, it should be in January, because that's when PDP is launching their new guitar controller. So theoretically, that's when we should get instrument support. So let me know what songs you guys are looking forward to in Fortnite Festival, or would want to come to Fortnite Festival. And I'll see you guys in the next one.